In a world where short films don't get enough hype, one podcast dares to keep it real. This is H4M, where the shots are short, but the vibes massive.
Welcome to H4M's podcast. This is our first episode and my name is Yvonne.
And I am Marko.
And I am Georgina, whereby we are going to give you deep dives, some hot facts as we explore the world of film.
Okay, so basically our podcast, as Georgina said, we're going to talk about mostly about films and also about film enthusiasts and people in the film industry. And we're going to introduce our studio, H4M Podcast, because besides this podcast, we have like a studio where we create films, and yeah, we hope you will join us along this journey.
And we'll also talk about H4M, our company, in relation to the film industry in Kenya and how we can cope up with challenges and everything that comes with being in the film industry in Kenya.
Yes. So basically, I mean, it's usually very fun to make a film, but aside from that, those some challenges that we usually face as filmmakers. Yeah,
especially the challenges that new filmmakers face, not just the generally that those problems like kila mtu mwenye utengeneza film face, but when you're beginning as beginners. For example, now we are beginning this podcast, and also the company H4M is also working on other projects like short films, which we're going to talk about the problems we are facing as newcomers in this industry, because we have the passion, but passion alone is not enough to overcome all these challenges that we keep on facing every time.
Yeah. Kwa challenges, there are so many people when you wanataka kuingia kwa industry ya film. But sasa unaweza pata like wewe unafanya course ya medicine, but still you don't know how you'll get into film. You see?
Yeah, by the way, even as we started this H4M like company, the goal at first wasn't like Kwanza podcast or all that. We were measuring mainly on film.
Yeah.
And we found out that like 90% of the members or the partners in H4M, they're not even like film students or doing anything related to film. They're like people doing different courses, education, engineering, nursing, but they still have that passion. Like even me, I'm not doing anything related to like specifically film. I'm a media student, but still like I have that passion for film. And also as you go along, you find people who also have passion in what you're into, and then you come together and you create something. So it's not about that eti lazima utafuta wase wako film. Yeah.
But I feel like shida ilianza because I think we are Africans, so our parents want us to do white collar jobs. Ukienda mzee unataka kufanya film, unataka kufanya like unataka kufanya nini wewe?
Film hilipi.
Yeah, film it considered a job like in Kenya. And as of now, at industry like haipati watu, you know, the money. It's not enough to sustain people. So to go filmmaker lazima uwe na some side hustle or something. So it's not like it's not marketed out here. Like when you part of, you know, maliza high school fanya hii na hii.
So it's not entirely the parents' fault to think that film is not a career.
African parents and the toxicity.
Alafu pia if people are starting, ni nani mwenye anaweza taka like at least pay hizo funds za boost. You see, that's another challenge. Cause wakiangalia then wapate the background check that someone anasomea story na udaktari, they will be like, oh, unasomea udaktari, see unafaa kudeal tu na sindano. So like wewe na film amuingiani.
Yeah.
But I guess they're becoming more open-minded nowadays. There are people who are doing those serious those like serious whatever zinaitwaje courses. Kuna mse anafanya mechanical engineering, mwingine anafanya medicine. So like wazazi kitambo ilikuwa sure bet. Ulikuwa ni umalize high school, if you have like an A or you just perform very well, unaweza shajua wewe ni daktari. But nowadays, see each and every time we see those like people who study medicine wako nje analia, I don't have a job, I don't have this, I don't have that, but still the people who have done those courses but have pursued other areas like film, they're making it out there, like somebody like Crazy Kena. Crazy Kena, he was in JKUAT, I guess, and he was doing something, I'm not sure, but I think it was actuarial science. I correlated to film in any way at all, but he's making comedy. He's also done some films, or he's planning to join film. So like people are becoming more open-minded. Juu mzazi sasa ukimwambia like, okay, I'm doing this course, but also at my free time I'm doing film with my friends, we are doing this. Mzazi hayuko zile za unapoteza wakati, hiyo ni mchezo, because they can see that the industry is growing right now.
But you sure ni wanako open-minded ama circumstances, because sasa hakuna kazi, so people have to embrace whatever gives money. I think they're just forced to embrace it. Sasa wamekachi na kuona
Awiti is away.
Lakini hata hivyo if you are like a media student, kuna hizi assignments zenye mtu unapewa ufanye a film, something related to film, utengeneze mini drama. So from that's where utapata ile passion, ama like ujue kumbe mimi naweza tengeneza film, kumbe najua, unaona. So from that also, at least I think the new curriculum at least inatufanya tujue yes kama tunaweza fit kwa film, ama tutafute tu vitu zingine za kufanya. Yes.
So I don't understand, your new curriculum ina support aje like practical work. Just so far nasikia like sijui ukichagua a certain area like course ukianzia nayo mapema is the same thing utaendelea nayo until like university, like you major in it from early on. Like is that the case, ama is still the same thing yenye paka ufike uko campus, that's when you are like unsure of what to do, unaenda tu kwa course yenye your grades have placed you in, alafu hapo unaanza kuwa confused, unafanya like medicine like mimi nataka tu kuwa engineer, hili nini nafanya.
But I think a curriculum in a favor maybe film in a way that when you do practical, you get more creative. You start to realize, I can do this, so I'm confident. But you stand in front of a camera and you confidence. So the more practical work unafanya, the more you are like, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. You know, that's okay. Film practically the confidence, creativity and stuff, and you're moving on. So in some way they can end up in the creative industry.
And also sai kwa industry ukienda kutafuta job hawataangalia uko na degree ama uko na like ama diploma. Chenye wanataka kuangalia sai ni do you have the experience or not, because kwa qualifications wataandika they want someone who has like 3 years experience, 2 years experience. So that experience definitely utaipata after umemaliza degree. So you as a student you have to like work bado ukiwa campus uanze tu jobs kidogo uanze kupata experience, you see.
So yes, hiyo ndio ilikuwa ina confuse wase like senye unasoma alafu naambiwa unasomea degree na ukimaliza bado utaambiwa kama uko na experience ya 3 years. Msana anasema sio natoa wapi na nimetoka shule, ataka kazi. That's where we fail to understand. Si eti anataka ukae umefanya kazi for 3 years. They understand that wakati umeanza your course, you're passionate enough, like for example I'm a media student, they want to see like, okay, he has this degree, but does he have any prior knowledge apart from hiyo yenye amepata kwa class, like amekuwa work on media stuff yenye akona experience, tukumweka studio hata depend na hii nilisoma inafaa kwa hivyo, like akona experience is just natural to him. Hiyo ndio tulikuwa tunafeel ku understand. So mtu akapo anasema wanataka experience ya 3 years, mimi natoa wapi? It's those small things that you do while you're in school. Hiyo ndio experience tu utapata. Uta expect it utoke nje ya shule upate kazi sijui ya 3 years nini. That's impossible.
But pia anyway, personally I think hata bado pia tubongo pia. Juu sasa ukienda kwa shule, projects zako za shule ni mbaya sana, hata ukionyesha mtu. Hivi tu ukionyesha mtu. Inakuwa very terrible. First year kwanza unajaribu hata plan kutumia kamera. Second year unajaribu ku act imekata. Third year bado. Sasa ndio kitu nataka iko apply kazi.
Lakini imagine itegemea na wewe. Juu hakuna venye someone will come and push you, it is so many like who venye utaoperate camera ama venye utaandika script. Ni wewe pia ujipush. Yes. Alafu pia in the film industry hakuna venye director ataenda atafute mtu mwenye yuko experience who would want like to hire a camera, alafu umewekwa kama camera person, haujui nini, unaanza kuchukua shots zenye zinakaa tu venye zinataka. Hapana.
Hiyo the part of the issue yenye unasema eti nafanya hii course degree na ndio watu wanaandikwa kazi ni watu wamesoma English. Like see eti ni eti eti ni connection sometimes ni umse wa English he's passionate enough akiwa shule the guy ameanza kujifunza like how to operate a camera. Some of them even they're starting their own film companies. They're amazing people out there. Like I know people are like they're doing courses that have no relation to anything about film but media, but they're doing more work than even a person like me who is a media student but ukijana kona knowledge like ameanza find resources that buy their own like equipment. By the time ana graduate degree like English or nursing, it's just a by the way like iko hapo like anapelekea mzazi like mom dad ndio nimemaliza.
Lakini unajua with this generation as Gen Zs si rahisi upate yule mtu mwenye anajipush eti bado utachanga pesa ununue kamera, bado utachanga pesa ununue lights. Hapana, sasa okay, watu wengi tu wanapenda kulala, it's easy work.
Hadi siku anapenda hadi work. Ni sherehe by the way, juu like unapata msee amepata help. Kitu ya kwanza hii 10k ameweka kama sema hii nikienda burudani. Hii ni sherehe nyingine nauma sana. But there is just that one guy or two guys they can sit down and say buda saido nikeza buy light or buy sound camera. Of course ido itoshi, tukeza tafuta mse wa camera atakani a fellow student mwenye maybe ako na camera, si like we can create something. It's not si lazima ikuwe classic like eti your first project when you umeniambia eti ni Yvonne uko nasema like hizo projects za first year zilikuwa trash like hadi yangu the first story we made like the video
and that's where growth comes. At least ukiona hizo za kitambo
anatengeneza hiyo video ya kwanza that news story and anaangalia alafu marafiki Jody mimi friends wale buda
nini ulikuwa unafanya
like uko sure the next Jeff Koinange like it's my first video. So mse akitengeneza ya kwanza it might fail, it might do well. Ikido well atalearn angalie kama Yvonne alipenda hii ni juu nilifanya hii. But kama Georgina alichukia ni jinsi kufanya hivi ama nilifanya hivi instead of hivi. So the next one anatengeneza ingine. You might make even like 100 projects na zote zifail. Like it's a reality. See it you are being negative ama you're not being optimistic. It's just the reality. You don't create something and people immediately love it. You might go on making and and if you keep point unasema wa kitu sana mchezo hadi nafanya tu for fun, say inaenda mahali and then all of a sudden people are like by the way msio tengeneza kitu noma simba.
But I think the world is cruel. Hiyo project yako kwanza utakuwa very discouraged. The world does not care if you're learning or not. The world wants to see project mzuri. Nataka tu hiyo diko.
Lakini imagine kuna mtu okay, wewe huwezi jua, lakini there is someone out there mwenye anaangalia hiyo progress yako. For example, Tidy High, wale actors wa kitambo, side are very great people out here. So kuna mtu mwenye tu alikuwa anakaa mahali anaangalia, kuna mtu tu mahali anakumark, anajua huyu ni actor. Anataka tu kuona ile progress yako. Utabaki hapo ama utaendelea kuwa Yes.
I think that's what that's the whole reason why H4M began actually. To help our tunya bado wana grow. Because the industry is growing. Last time I think Netflix tukisema tukae tungoje. At least tunaanza hapa and scout us from them.
Yeah, by the way, but at least even for our viewers out there if they don't know like all of us here we've been involved in other failed projects, amazing projects. But still ile like
we're still growing up.
Tunaanzia we don't expect it itatengeneza kitu alafu all over nini by kesho naamka naangalia I'm trending I'm all over nini we are all over. Ile tunatengeneza sema it's something that I love and I'm passionate about and you believe that kitu it will get somewhere. So you just keep on creating and that's why I think most creatives are failing because like juu unaangalia like umetengeneza kitu like maybe it's a film, maybe it's a dance video, a music video, or whatever, anything creative, and then you put it out there, it doesn't do well. You put the first 5, they don't do well. Alafu there is a friend somewhere who doesn't care about anything. Anamka anashika kamera. Anaweka hapo, anadance.
Unajua pia kwa creativity lazima uangalie hiyo chenye unatengeneza nini, how is it unique from the other things. Ndio hauwezi tengeneza kitu yenyewe wale watu wengine wameshinda tu wakitengeneza. So you as a person at least come up with something unique yenye utakuwa unasema this is my own thing, this is what I started.
But I feel like pia kuna stroke of luck man hapo. Just as in algorithm imekufavor. Unang'ang'ana imekataa. Nisikia tu ni luck pia.
Luck and prayer. You have to pray pia.
Like yeah, a lot of people with unique ideas and
but sasa wajui either way. Like kama somebody like Jerai, si well known Jerai.
Yeah.
Jerai, you know, like that album that hiyo yenye kona ngoma kama Akisioni, she released that album, I think it's in 2022. 2022 I was in high school, form 4. I did not know if she existed.
Lakini I think niliona wamesign contract na nani na Nyashinsky.
Yeah, she also
Jerai singer.
Yeah.
Mimi jina Jerai nani?
Alianza kuimba kitambo, but we didn't know her at all. Like me personally, I knew her last year 2024.
But she's just one of the underrated artists.
Like it takes time. Like it took 2 years for me to find that album and be like, wow, udema anajua kuimba like ni mnoma. Akisioni blew up last year and everybody is like, hey, ngoma mpya ni noma. Kumbe ni ngoma ya 2 years ago. But what if after the Toyo album that 2022 and then it tanked and then she was like, kumbe hata wanijui kabisa. But 2 years later it blew up everywhere. Like almost everybody except Yvonne. That's the right.
But you know, at the same time, if you are producing something, at least you should have some marketing strategies. Hakuna kwenye utaweza produce nyimbo yako ama a film na umekaa tu hapo na expect mtu mwenye ako maybe Mombasa aisikie. So pia wewe ukiproduce si tu utakaa hapo, lazima utafute ni marketing strategies gani utatumia. So I guess that's where pia some most people go wrong.
It's just as much as art, hobby and passion and everything. It's also a business. You have to take it like any other business. Lazima ukae chini ufikirie ndio uzaje. And what sells?
And in terms of
support.
No maana we support Netflix accuse gay shit. It sells. You know something unafikiria more as a business. Whatever business.
But either way you need some kind of support to stand from someone. Yeah. As much as creatives, it's your own thing, unique thing you're creating. You can't start it and finish it alone and expect to succeed alone. Although kuna watu wame succeed, the world we are living it right now ni ngumu. That's why like a company like our company H4M, we're not doing this thing like alone. It's just one guy doing everything like from the ideas, from making them come to life. You come together like a group. Si lazima eti mkue wengi ama extremely smart people. Like you have to be like that passion and that creativeness is discipline pia. By the discipline. Juu pia mnaweza kuwa mmekuja hapo watu 10 but hakuna kitu mnafanya. Nini tu by the tukiweza fanya hili no, but hakuna kitu mnafanya. Mnafikiria. Lazima mkue na like a stand yenye tuko watu like there's 5 of us want to create this. I have this idea, you have this idea, you have this idea. Everybody has their own idea. We can't now sit down and start arguing and then start saying like hii idea yako ni noma, so to throw away our ideas twende na yako. Ama yangu ndio noma, so achaneni hizo za twende na zote mnazicombine. You put them together and then you create something unique, and that's like one of the things that I'm happy about like our company.
Like, on that, and at least we achieve all that. I feel like okay, ni vizuri as H4M tuko na watu from different fields. Unaona venye mimi na Marko sisi ni watu wa media, wewe ni wa film, unaona kuna ideas zenye wewe unajua sisi hatujui. Haya, ukikuja kwa website kuna mtu mwenye amesomea stuff na IT, unaona. So at least watu wakitengeneza hizo groups za film, it's good you consider watu wenye wametoka from different career fields. watu watasaidiana. And also talking about H4M as a business, lazima funds. I think that's one of the things that it's killing.
Support us.
Support us.
It almost
Support
killed
us.
us. Tunapitia. You might have the ideas, the passion, the discipline,
Yes.
but after all that planning, it comes down to money.
Pesa.
Mnakaa chini, okay, we have everything we have planned. Pesa iko wapi?
Pesa iko.
Especially venye Kenya tunanga like studios, tunasema tunaweza enda kwanza Nairobi City ka small.
Alafu hata ukiambia mtu nichangie atakuuliza ni film gani yenye ulianzisha ama like ni nini umefanya.
Hadi support ni ngumu kupata from friends. Like you tell a friend like, hey, by the way, unajua nimekaa chini nikaona nitatengeneza like a film or a podcast. Hey, buda saa wewe. Hadi naye anakusikiza
Hizi vitu
mkae.
umekuwa ukitengenezaga.
Hizi vitu za ufala like ni ngumu but
It's
you just have to sacrifice. Hiyo pesa yenye uko tumie kwenda sherehe. Yenye uko upelekane out ako kadem ama ako ka boyfriend mbaezi Valentine's whatever. Either wachane tu na mambo kama ni wasichana na vijana kabisa or sacrifice that. Just sacrifice something. You have to sacrifice something to gain something. You can't just have everything all at once.
But as much as film is expensive, kuna yale matunda you see like inalipa. Inalipa.
Hey, there are people making
Actually that pays some sort of gamble pia juu. Unajua unaweza idea na kafiche alafu uzie watu wako like ini jaba gani?
Inaweza kuwa noma kwako.
Yeah.
Ame accept you with your friends or your company. Mna agree kitu ni hatari and then mnapeleka huko like it's an idea, mnapelekea Showmax or Netflix and they're like, sasa hii.
What are these?
But you can't give up. You can just keep on creating, getting better. They might pass out an idea and then it goes on to be something better because there are things that big companies refuse. Like yesterday, I think it was a post from somebody or I saw it online.
Blacklist.
No, it was Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad ilikataliwa na company gani? I think it's
some big companies. I think.
I guess ilikuwa FX or something.
HBO.
It was HBO. HBO refused like the whole idea of Breaking Bad, saying that the whole it is also a chemistry teacher. And then he starts selling drugs, cooking drugs. No, like
lakini unajua venye mimi naiona hiyo idea ikiwa nzuri sio venye wewe.
The idea no like kitu ni noma but they're like hii idea yenu like audience gani kwanza they were asked which audience would you get with this a teacher who starts cooking drugs but they went to and then they took to this company I don't know if it's ANC or something and then they took it and right now if you tell anybody about Breaking Bad they know it and even people say like ni one of the best like films in history series and it was an idea that HBO passed out were like this is nonsense.
Alafu unajua in terms of making films for example kuna zile maybe the sex scenes kuna hizo see kuna unaweza pata kuna actor mwenyewe yes he or she is a good actor lakini ukimwambia kiss somebody hata kubali. For example I'm sure you people know Clinton Joshua is a very good actor, a Nigerian actor, but I've never seen him like kissing anyone.
I think ni wetu we are Africans. Unajua Hollywood utakiss mtu na hiyo maybe ilikuwa inaitwa Maria kwa hiyo set. Anasema Maria kissed somebody. Watasema wewe, watasema Maria. Kenya, wewe nilikuona huko ukifanya hivi na hivi.
Trend and GC.
In fact your parents in fact utakuwa bado inabidi kusema. Unapata niambia wapi? I think it's just being African man.
But it's getting better.
If
you watch the recent Kenyan projects, like I don't know if Pepeta. Pepeta was on Showmax, and there is this scene, for Boy, and the other the main character in Pepeta, I don't know their name, but there's this love scene. They were making love, and like it was really like. I was like, wow, we're getting there. Okay, for our parents, ni kitu siwezi kaa chini na babangu ama mamangu alafu tunaona. Tunaanza kusema unaanza mambo ya wazungu tabia mbaya.
Lakini imagine unaona watu wakimake hizo scenes. Hapo ndipo penye at least pia creativity ya camera person lazima iingilie. Juu hawezi niambia for example yes it's a sex scene. Hawezi niambia the camera person, the director and the actors like they will be just naked apana. So pia the camera person pia lazima creativity ina matter. Lazima.
Unajua unaweza watch mimi kitu na maana napenda kutoka Chinese and Korean movies. Unajua unaweza watch it's so intense, like unajua ni romantic scene, but when you like wakifanya when you get naked and stuff, but you know they've had sex, you know they're kissing, you know, like now ways unaweza bring it out without
you can bring it out without.
I think hizo tunafaa ku embrace kama Africans, man. You pia unajua tunasema hapa hivi people cannot kiss, but when they kiss it's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. When they have sex on camera it's going to be weird.
It depends on how they do it. Like kama hiyo scene yanasema ya Wambui and the other guy on Pepeta, it was a sex scene, but they didn't do too much, like okay, now this is too much, this is uncomfortable. Like kuna zenye hadi for the Hollywood movies it's too much, it's too much. You go like, hey jamani, ni sawa, I know, but sir, you're doing too much. It can be like a 5-second shoot which like can bring up the beginning of the scene and the end of the scene. Any viewer watching ako like, oh,
I know what happened here.
Yeah, your story, and they did it.
Alafu pia unaona ukiangalia movie, yes unaweza ona mtu ameanguka kutoka kwa mountain. In real sense behind the scene haikuangi eti ni mountain. Unajua kuna venye tu creativity huwa inakuja. For example, kuna this movie niliangalia so yes, wewe mwenye una watch your film unaweza dhani ni mtu anaendesha like a car and he or she like is speeding, but yes there is a car, but hapa nyuma kuna venye tu mtu ana embrace technology, and also the green screen inasaidia.
But unajua vitu ni expensive.
Mimi personally hata sitaki hata kusema ni expensive. Personally nimefanya film lakini hata sijifunza vitu na green screen sana. I think it's just something to do with our education pia. Like I think ukitaka kufind more knowledge itabidi uende out here na YouTube.
You have to explore people on as much as class watakufunza certain.
Na wewe ni movie ngapi sasa umeona kitu green screen? Unajua vitu zingine ni explore pia.
Okay, so unajua si lazima green screen juu as well green screen ni expensive juu kama ni kutumia our company, tutumie tu example ya Kerry. H4M hatuna pesa ya afford green screen and all that, those VFX whatever. But you can create something like kama umesema ya kufall kwa mlima. We can just be creative enough to create a scene that inakaa kabisa ina fall kwa mlima, which is cheap but quality. Just as long as hamna do, lazima mtengeneze kitu quality. Mwezi sema mnatengeneza vitu low quality, mnasema hatuna pesa, achini tu hivyo. Lazima mtengeneze kitu low. You have to be creative enough. Hata kama you don't have the enough resources, you make use of your brain pia. Lazima mtumie akili.
Creativity.
Hasa hapo pia kwa creativity ndio kuna shida nyingine juu. Si umesema creativity, mnaweza kama pamoja mtengeneze kitu. Mnaweza kuwa na the same idea, the same plan or whatever, but sasa ego.
Lakini sasa kitu kingine yenye inatufanya we as maybe Kenyans ama filmmakers inahinda our creativity ni AI. Jusai ChatGPT. Kama unataka kutengeneza film unaenda kwa ChatGPT. Nataka kutengeneza film inakaa hivi na hivi.
Why sweat when I can do it for you?
Sana hakuna originality.
Originality ni wewe kupatia AI idea. AI inakuandikia.
Lakini unajua
AI should make things easier.
AI itaenda deep vile kwenye sisi
hata kama unaipatia idea, unajua hiyo idea yako as much as ni unique, it's not very unique. Ukitengeneza idea kutengeneza a movie about this cup, there is another guy thinking about making a movie about that cup. Ukienda ChatGPT useme tutengeneze, unajua ChatGPT sasa inaweza kutengenezea script. Kutengenezea script yako about a movie about a cup. Yule naye pia ameenda kwa ChatGPT. Itamletea exactly the same, but itakuwa the same direction. So kila mtu atashangaa. Kwa siku hizi kila mtu anatengeneza movies za vikombe. But wewe unaweza enda uandike yako like with your own feelings juu about film. It's all about your emotions, your feelings. Like any film is about the writers like bring out his own like mind alive, like hiyo vision yake anaiweka hapo alive for the world to see. So kana ChatGPT is not their vision. We all have ideas. Even a guy who doesn't watch films anaweza angalia film aseme sasa mimi naweza tengeneza movie. Naweza tengeneza movie about robbers. Acha niambie ChatGPT andike script na tengeneze. It would be a good film.
But I think we can use it for better, you know, like unaweza tumia mimi kuandika script and then you want it to edit for you, stuff kama hiyo. You know, but plus hata ChatGPT unajua vile itakwambia sije itaniambia, you know, juu AI ina interact na user bwana.
Lakini hata hivyo, si wewe umesoma, mbona usitumie akili?
Sasa nikuulize, wewe ambiwa andika 20 pages, hata si 20, 50 pages. Na deep na ChatGPT kwa hapo. Why will I suffer for that? Wacha tu ni suffer, wacha tu iandike na kuja kuedit nikiweka emotions.
Okay, hiyo mambo uandike ya 50 pages, senior class or whatever. Yako, like it's your own creation, you're creating stuff.
Hiyo sasa unajua bana time.
Sasa
unajua most of the times ni kazi, school wakati tunanga time. Lazima tu ChatGPT itafanya kazi.
Lakini pia you see us as H4M pia tunaangalia the other big filmmakers. For example, angalia hii platform ya Netflix. It is doing a very good job. You see? Alafu pia hao watu wenye wametengeneza hizi film kubwa at least tunaangalia venye wanafanya, like pia tukiangalia growth yao pia tutajua tukifanya hivi na hivi we will go wrong, tukifanya hivi na hivi this is what will come. You see? So yes,
so as much as our creative society ni kama to bring up the moral of the story, like in the creative space you keep on learning and learning. As much as you're creative, you keep on learning each and every day, and each and every time you do something creative. So
but I feel like the biggest challenge kwa hii industry ni tu pesa. Kwa tu pesa tuko sawa.
We'll manage though. So that has been our time, and I'm happy that you've joined us for today, and we hope you join us for another time.
Another episode.
Another episode that is. We'll be talking more on film and other stuff and banter. You can have this fun, beautiful moment with us. Okay, so subscribe to our YouTube channel. I feel very excited. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, H4M Studio, and also on TikTok, Instagram.
Yes.
We are
Twitter.
there. And Facebook. You can find us on Facebook. We're everywhere, H4M Studios, and you can interact with us anywhere. You can send your thoughts and what you want to want us to talk about next. And also, like I said, you can critique us. Tell us where you want us to improve. And if you loved it, you can leave a positive comment.
And also, if you're an upcoming filmmaker, also unaweza to DM. Yes.
We see where tunaweza kuingiza. Stay tuned.
Bye.